Hey folks, so in this video I'm going to quickly go over creating a header image. As you can see up at the top here, I'm using the page lines theme in WordPress for my site socalsystems.com. I'm going to use PowerPoint to create a quick header image to replace that image up there. I know there's better software programs out there that you can use, but PowerPoint is pretty versatile, so I like to use PowerPoint sometimes. And so let's dive right in. Right, so this page lines header up here is I think it's 395 by 90 image. If you right click on that and view image info, you can see over here that it's 395 by 39. So let's go into PowerPoint and let's create a new slide or presentation. And then what we want to do is come up here to design and then go to page setup, and then over here you'll see that the width and the height are in centimeters. So what you need to do is go onto the web and have a look for a converter that will convert centimeters or rather pixels to centimeters, which is a little bit of a weird conversion. But you'll see at the end when we render the image, it will actually convert nicely to the correct image size. Alright, so let's head over to this side over here. Alright, so if we go to convert pixels, if you go to your search into your browser and type in convert pixels to centimeters, the site that I like to use is called unitconversion.org, and what we want to do is type in our pixel size that we need, which let me have a look again. I think it's 395 by 39, so 395 is equal to that. So let's put that down here. And then 39 is equal to that. PowerPoint has a default, has a minimum centimeter size limit of, I think it's 2 point something, but we'll have a look now and you'll see that PowerPoint will auto size that accordingly. But once we render this image at the end, you'll see that it actually benefits us by having it create an image that's a little bit bigger. So let's do that conversion over here, type it into my notepad. Okay, alright, so come back to PowerPoint and you can see over here we need to change the width to that. Okay, and then we need to change the height to that over there. Okay. Alright, so you see that the height automatically changed to 2.54 centimeters, which is the minimum default height limit for a PowerPoint slide. The nice thing about that is that once you've created your header image and you resize it using another program that I'll show you later, it actually makes the image, the resolution becomes pretty clear. So it actually becomes a really good looking image, and we'll have a look at that when we get to that step in the process. Alright, so when you hit OK, you'll see that the PowerPoint slide will resize itself. Okay, now we're looking at it at 333%. If you look at it at normal, which is 100%, you'll see that you get way down to an image that is equivalent to what we're trying to achieve here. If we look at the page lines theme header, if I can find it, let me just close all the stuff. You can see here that pretty much is the same size as what we're working with here, except that the height's a little bit different. Alright, so let's create our image. So the first thing we want to do is to delete these default text and subtitle boxes here. And then we need to get a little bit creative. So what I normally do is I head over to a site called Icon Finder, okay, .com. Now my website's about open source technology and software as a service platforms and that type of thing. It's irrelevant, but for the sake of creating a header image, we need to make sure obviously that the header image is kind of relevant to the site's theme and content. So let's start typing in some things here to see if we can get some images. Okay. Alright, first of all, make sure that you have on this drop down up here at the top, allowed for commercial use. Okay, you need to make sure that that's checked or selected. And then also what we want to do is make sure that we have good sizes and things like that. So alright, so 128 seems a little bit big. Let's look for something that's around 64 by 64. And this is, it's just an example. So I might not find exactly what I'm looking for here, but I'm trying to just give you some ideas on how to create a header image. Alright, so let's have a look and see if we can find something. That's pretty neat. Got the whole coffee cup thing, which is Java. Alright, maybe, no. Alright, so let's just dive in right here. Let's just dive into this image over here, and let's just copy that image. Right, so you can see what I'm doing. All I'm doing is right clicking on it. I'm not downloading it anywhere. All I'm going to do is copy it. I'm going to come back to my PowerPoint presentation and let's have a look and see what we've got going on here. Alright. Alright, we can play around with the positioning of the image a little later. Maybe we come down here to word art, and what we want to now do is create some text. Okay. And let's resize that so we get it to fit nicely. Okay. And then if you look up at the top, you have different types of styles of image. Okay, we don't want orange, but you can change the text fill up here as well to be whatever you want it to be as well. So it does take a little bit of creativity, folks, but I think I kind of enjoy that. If you don't really enjoy that type of thing, then you might want to consider outsourcing your image creation. And that's another video, but there are pretty cool ways to do that, and pretty cost-effective ways to do that too. Okay. Alright, let's clear the word art and let's have a look at, if you have a look at your different fonts, you've got some cool fonts that you can use too. Okay, so you just want to mess around with that a little bit, make that a bit smaller. Okay. Alright, so I'm not really liking that either. So let's go have another look at inserting some word art here. Word art, you can get some really neat effects. Okay. just maybe change, and we want to change that color definitely. Maybe just leave it black, you know, sometimes black is not, it's not that bad. I like dark blue personally. You just got to mess around until you find something that you like. So you probably want to make that a little bit smaller. Actually, the whole thing. Make it. And you can see as I drag down here, it gives me different, you know, different sizes, which is cool. So you can kind of see what it would look like. All right. So I'll leave that here like that. And then what I'm going to do is put in another text box. So insert text box. We'll just put that below. Let's make it size a bit bigger. Okay. Open source form. Okay. And then we can move it around, that type of thing. Okay. We can also change the font so that it's a little bit more interesting. And again, if you choose your fonts, you can drag down. It's actually pretty solid. Make it bold, make it a little bit smaller. Actually, I don't like bold, so let's just take that off. Now we can play around with positioning of the different things, the different elements of this header image. That should be a little bit smaller in my opinion. Okay. So anyway, something like that, and then maybe make this guy a little bit bigger. Drag him across, and then maybe move this down like that. Could also make this image a little bit bigger. We'll leave it as it is. And you drag it over a little bit, and that over a little bit like that. Okay, so I think we're good right now with what we have there for this demo. Alright, so what I'm going to do now is when you save as, it gives you different options. We want to save it as a PNG file, and then we can have this as local systems. Okay. Put it on our desktop and save it, and we'll do it for, there's only one slide, but it asks us what. Okay, and then select it. If I can find it. Sorry, there it is. Okay, it's uploaded. You can see the image there. And then let's save. And let's take a look. Alright, so there's our new header image. It could be a lot better. The text, I'm a little bit of a perfectionist. I'm not 100% happy with this, but it's fine for now. I just wanted to show you quickly how to create a header image using PowerPoint.